Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Follow a Sketch February. Today is February 28th and normally that would end Follow a Sketch February, but bonus year this, guys, we got leap year, so one more day. This is the sketch that I'm using right now. It is a 1-photo layout. I am going to adjust that and turn that into a 3-photo layout. The sketch is by Sketches in Time. Yesterday I did this layout. And I have 3 photos that go with the florals. These were on the rose bushes in the backyard in California. So I pulled out another sheet of this really bold floral pattern. It's got this soft pink pattern on this side, the leftover paper from yesterday, and the leftover plank paper from yesterday. So I've got this and my photos. So let's see what I can do. So I know I am going to be distressing these edges because yesterday's layout that I made using the Follow Sketch February sketch had distressed edges on it. So like I said, I want this to coordinate. I want it to be able to sit next to each other in the album and go ahead and look nice. So I am using the big bold pattern paper as the background. I did toy with the idea of turning it around and using the other side. However, ultimately, I figured that was probably not the best way to actually make the layout coordinate. Now, originally, I was going to have my photos as 4x6 and 2 4x4s. Ultimately, I trimmed off a lot of the greenery on that second photo so that it is a little bit smaller than that. Plus, I think it balances out the page a lot better. To have that smaller photo as opposed to another 4x4 photo up there. So I'm going to distress the edges of these planks that I went ahead and cut off of my pattern paper, and the 2 smaller photos are basically going to rest upon those planks, and then I'm going to have a little bit of a plank edge coming out of the largest photo that'll be down here on the bottom. So what I'm going to do is really just follow placement where things are in the sketch. I'm not really following the details of the embellishing, and that's because I am making the sketch work for me. And you can make sketches work for you in an abundance of ways. You can turn them, you can twist them, you can use a piece of them, you can stretch them, you can shrink them. You could just look at it and go off and do your completely own thing because you just needed a little moment of inspiration. There are all kinds of things. Oh, excuse me. I had a hiccup in there and had no idea it was even coming. All kinds of ways that you can do that. So, of course, I'm going to bring in some tulle onto this layout, and that is Tulle, not Tool. But I am going to bring in some tulle. It's going to be that same cream color tulle that I used on yesterday's layout, again for continuity because I want my pages to coordinate. Now, there are times in my albums where I could care less if the pages coordinate, and then there are times like this where I really want them to. And it's just a matter of personal preference at that moment. If you switch up your personal preferences every single time you scrapbook, it doesn't matter, right? Because it's your personal preference. I do have a big honkin' stack of layouts after this month, and I am stupid excited about that. I've got a big honkin' stack of layouts that I forgot about, dirty little secret time, that I forgot about before Christmas because I was cleaning up the scrapbook room because Alex actually stayed in the scrapbook room when he visited over Christmas. And I just put them in there and I forgot that I had not put them away, you guys. So I am ashamed of myself because I have 2 huge stacks of layouts now that I have to go through, put in page protectors, and put in their proper albums. The good thing is, though, is that my room is really clean. So I will have room to spread out. I got to get all of the stuff from the cruise put away and things like that, and move around some things. Christopher went and bought me another set of those fridge bins at Costco so I could get rid of more of my kind of cheap old storage. He did that as a surprise, so I'm going to do that as well. And I'm just really excited about the state of my scrapbook room right now. I got an email that the shelves I needed for the Calyx units were in stock while I was on the cruise, but I haven't checked or been to IKEA since I've been back. I've only been back since really late Sunday night. So anyway, I am going to pop these bad boys up on some fun foam. And I am doing that again because of continuity, right? Plus, there isn't going to be a lot of decoration on this layout, so I need little things to really just give it that little bit of oomph that I like to have on my layouts. Since the pattern paper is so much, I really don't want to put in a whole heck of a lot. I am going to use these Prima leaves though. I'm going to tuck them in on varying places around my photos. I do mess around with the idea of bringing in some florals as well, especially these little white ones. I got a whole bunch of them on a stupid clearance price at Hobby Lobby last year. And I was using them on everything for a while, but they didn't feel like they went, right? Like the flowers on the photos, I think coordinate enough with the flowers in the background paper, but these little white ones don't, but I love the leaves there. So I'm decorating with leaves without flowers. This might be something new for me if it's not like a fall leaf pattern, because I don't think I've done this before. That's not to say I haven't, I just don't remember doing it, right? So I think I'm doing something new for myself, but who knows, maybe 3 years ago I did it. I don't remember. But yeah, to me, it feels new, so that's exciting, right? For someone who's been scrapbooking as long as I have, it's actually pretty exciting to feel like you're doing something new sometimes, right? Or even old things that you haven't done in a hot minute. It feels new when you do it. I do mess around with this floral as well because, you know, I'm thinking, yeah, it definitely could use something. But ultimately, I just end up with the leaves. Now, the leaves are different textures. Some of them are like softer than others, and some of them are more papery. I don't know really how to describe it. So I'm trying to mix them up a little bit and just trying to figure out where I want them on to tuck underneath of the photos. Once I figure that out, though, I'm pretty happy, and then I'm going to bring in the same stuff that I used on yesterday's layout. So I've got some labels, I've got the khaki colored labels, I've got the sticky labels, and I actually grab the set of Simple Stories 6 by 12 stickers, the foam stickers as well, just because coordination, right? Like if I was making these 2 pages together, I would be using the same product across both of them if I treated this as like a full spread. So since I want it to coordinate, I'm going to treat it that way as well. So I am going to cut up the stickers. I'm going to make my labels work for me and just build up a little bit of interest by the photos. Because like I said, busy background paper, big in-your-face photos of what you're supposed to be looking at. So I don't really want to have a heck of a lot of decorations because more is more and less is more. In this case, again, less is more. And I am just really liking the fact that I'm using these big photorealistic papers because this is one of my basics papers that I really like to have on hand from Paper House, and it's usually for the other side, right? Like it's a soft pink, it has a slight gradient to it. It's just beautiful paper, and this side is not the side that I usually use, so it's pretty exciting to me. What also is exciting is that sticker sheet right there I completely used up, so that was really awesome. Didn't have to worry about that at all. That feels good. Anytime I can use up a product, I'm excited because that means that packaging is going in the trash, that sticker backing is going in the trash, and guess what? I'm making room for more stuff. Now, I know that there's always things out there that are like, use your stash, use your stash. By all means. Like, my favorite thing is to use my newer stuff and my older stuff. It just makes me happy that I can coordinate and pull out things that go together. But, you know, I'm using the stuff to make more room for stuff. So, you know, if you're trying to lessen your hoard, your hoard of scrapbooking supplies, then, you know, you're going to use it not to replace. But if you're like me, where you're happy with the size of your hoard, then you're going to use it so you can replace it. And that's where I am in my life, guys. I use it so I can buy more. I pare down packaging. I combine things so I have more room so I can buy more. And that's really all there is to it, right? Like, that's what makes me happy. That's how I like to create, and that's the way it's going. So I am going to bring in the rhinestones. I also brought in a couple more ladybugs since I put that ladybug on the other side of the layout. Again, because there is a ladybug in the other photo that I have on the other page. So anyway, I'm going to get that done. I put down the date, what the pictures are, you know, flowers in the backyard, or I think I might just write in the backyard. Tuck in the ladybugs, tuck in the little rhinestone gems, and then I'm going to slap down some Chroma Mist in Ornament Gold, which is my absolute favorite gold mist / spray. It's from Brutus Monroe, and I'm going to plop that down, and then that's going to do it for this layout, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me throughout the month. We still got one more day because it's a bonus leap year. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.